The Statue of Liberty disappearing was a famous illusion created by Copperfield. He achieved this by placing a curtain in front of both the audience and the statue, then rotating the platform the audience was on just enough so that the statue appeared to be behind one of the pillars, effectively making it seem to vanish into thin air. To further distract from the trickery, loud bass music was played to mask any vibrations from the stage turning. Another remarkable illusion from Copperfield was his laser illusion, where lasers appeared to slice through his body, creating the illusion of being cut in half. This effect was achieved by adopting an awkward stance and holding a pair of fake legs in front of him. The illusion was most effective when viewed from the front, as from the sides or back, the deception was easily noticeable. In the bullet catch illusion, Copperfield had to catch a bullet fired from a pistol with his teeth. However, the gun actually fired blanks. He would mark a bullet and pretend to load it into the gun, but in reality, he kept it in his hand. Using fast hand movements, he would then seemingly place it in his mouth and keep it there until it was time to reveal it. To add to the drama, the pane of glass through which the bullet was supposed to pass would destroy itself just as the gun was fired. The dove pan was another classic illusion where a magician would reveal live birds or objects from an apparently empty pan. This was accomplished by using a double-bottomed pan, allowing the magician to secretly load objects into the hidden compartment before revealing them during the performance. In the guillotine illusion, the magician appeared to have his head cut off by an executioner. However, it was later revealed that the executioner was actually the magician himself. This was made possible by wearing armor shaped exactly like his body, which was removed by assistants when he appeared to be strapped into the guillotine. By changing his clothes to become the executioner from a door underneath the guillotine, the magician was able to escape, with the armor giving the appearance of a person still in place. The Indian rope trick involved a rope appearing to stand upright, with the magician climbing it and disappearing into thin air. This was achieved using an empty tube and a basket placed on the top cover of an empty cave. An assistant hidden underneath would open the bottom cover of the basket and stick a rod inside the empty rope. Once the magician climbed the rope, the rod would be drawn quickly, and the rope would return to its normal position, creating the illusion. Similar to the inexhaustible bottle, the miser's dream illusion involved producing an endless stream of coins from seemingly empty hands or a container. This was accomplished by secretly palming coins and then appearing to pluck them out of thin air or from the container during the performance. Metamorphosis. In this illusion, the magician's assistant is placed inside a closed box with the top lid chained. The magician then appears to swap places with the assistant, making it seem like he teleported inside the box. A curtain is then placed on the box, and within 3 seconds, the magician is inside the box. This quick switch is possible because the box is designed to miss the back part, allowing the assistant to slide the lid off and open it. When the curtain is removed, the magician has already entered the box and put the lid back on. The curtain cannot be fully removed during this process, as it conceals the assistant, who ducks down to hide. Needle through arm. In this shocking illusion, the magician pushes a large needle through his arm. Before the trick, the magician applies cement to his forearm, which dries and becomes impossible to detect. During the performance, he quickly pinches his skin around the needle, causing the cement to make the skin stick to itself. This creates the illusion that the needle is actually inside the skin. To enhance the effect, the needle is coated with fake blood, making it appear even more realistic. Chinka Chinka. This magical sleight of hand trick involves moving objects around on a table. The magician starts with 4 objects on the table, one of which is hidden in their hand. With a series of fancy hand movements, the magician covers 2 objects with their hands, distracting the audience. During this distraction, the magician drops the hidden object and palms another one, continuing this motion until all objects are in a pile, seemingly moving on their own. Cups and balls. In this classic magic trick, balls appear, disappear, and multiply under cups, seemingly defying the laws of physics. The magician hides an extra ball in one of the cups and carefully places the cups to ensure the secret extra ball is never revealed. Through skillful manipulation and misdirection, the magician creates the illusion of the balls magically appearing and disappearing under the cups. Floating match on card. A mesmerizing illusion where a matchstick appears to float above a playing card without any visible support. This is achieved by using a small piece of invisible thread attached to the card. When the card is straight, the matchstick can be placed on these invisible wires. As the card is bent, the matchstick appears to float above the card, creating a magical and mysterious effect. Azra levitation. In this captivating illusion, the assistant lies on a bench, which is then covered by a cloth. Suddenly, the assistant starts rising and levitating in the air, only to disappear when the cloth is removed. This illusion is achieved by hiding the assistant in a secret part of the bench, which uses spandex flaps to allow her to hide quickly. A wire skeleton replaces the assistant, and when the wire skeleton is lifted high enough, the magician removes the cloth, and the wire skeleton is pushed even higher using clever lighting to hide the trick. 3-card Monte, a classic game of deception where the dealer holds 3 cards, 2 losing cards, and 1 winning card. Despite appearances, the spectator has no chance of guessing correctly. The magician manipulates the cards in such a way that it looks like the winning card is being dropped on the table, while in reality, a losing card is being dropped, leading the spectator to follow the wrong card from the beginning. Zero shuffle. The zero shuffle is a deceptive technique that appears to shuffle cards but actually keeps them in the same order. The magician begins by performing a classic card shuffle, but instead of interlocking the cards, he uses the top card as a cover to rearrange them while they are still in their original positions. This gives the illusion of shuffling while maintaining the card order. Scotch and soda. In this trick, the magician shows a Mexican centavo and an American $50, then makes the $50 vanish. This is achieved using a specially gimmicked dollar coin that has only one face and a magnetic hollow spot on the other side. This allows the second coin to stick to it, creating the illusion of one coin. Table of Death. The Table of Death is a suspenseful illusion where a performer is restrained on a table under menacing metal spikes, and he must escape before the spikes fall. The sides and bottom of the platform are not covered, so the audience knows he is always above the table. However, when the spikes are released and the platform crushes down, it is revealed that the magician is standing on top of the platform unharmed. The magician first breaks free from the fake restraints and quickly rolls to the only safe spot on the platform. He then rolls back before the curtain is removed, creating the illusion of a dramatic escape. David Copperfield. Levitating. Copperfield performed a remarkable levitation act where he flew all over the stage and performed acrobatic moves in the air. He appeared to levitate with the help of 2 strong wires attached to an acrobatic belt. To demonstrate that there were no wires attached to him, he used rings and a glass box. The rings were moved in a special way so they never touched the wires, and the glass box had holes for the wires to move freely. This clever setup allowed him to only show his left side to the audience while in the box. Zigzag Girl. In this illusion, the assistant enters a box with holes showing her face and hands. The magician places 2 blades into the box, seemingly separating her middle section. He then pushes the part containing the middle section to the side, and she waves an object to prove it's her real hands. The box is turned around to show there are no mirrors or tricks, and the blades appear to cover the entire box. However, she has enough room to suck her stomach in and avoid touching the blades. When the middle section is moved to the side, she can remain in the same place and wave the object with her hand. David Blaine's levitation. David Blaine's levitation illusion involves him appearing to levitate in front of a staircase. His pants and shoes are cut so he can step onto the stairs to create the illusion of levitation. A mechanism keeps his shoe tightly secured to prevent it from dangling, and his back is turned to the audience so his leg cannot be seen. Street magic levitation. In this illusion, the magician appears to balance himself and levitate in the air using only a small stick. In reality, the stick is a metal rod connected to a seat the magician can sit on. The magician wears thick clothing to hide the seat and create the illusion of levitation. Head drop trick. The magician performs the head drop trick by dropping his head further than normal. This is achieved by keeping the large coat still using a frame, creating the illusion that only his head moves. Holding breath. Underwater. The magician appears to hold his breath underwater for over 18 minutes in a water tank with a timer on the side. He floats to the surface while keeping his head underwater and remains motionless, while an assistant checks his pulse to ensure he is not having medical problems. The trick occurs exactly when he floats to the surface. In reality, the timer hides an oxygen tank connected to the assistant who controls the air supply. The assistant turns off the air supply when it's time for the magician to come out of the water.